Well, hello, my name is Paula, Digital Granny. If you are new to me, welcome, welcome, welcome. And let's get right into this because today we're going to talk about turning your phone into a travel fund at 50. No experience needed. So if that sounds fun to you, then you're not going to want to miss this. I'm going to walk you guys through exactly what this is. So by the end of this, you're going to know exactly what I'm talking about, what I do, because I work from home, I work from my phone. But I can literally take my phone and go anywhere in the whole entire world, just like you can. Okay. So, what if your phone could fund your next vacation or even your dream trip without clocking in or being glued to a screen? Let me make sure my mic is at the right place. I think it's actually too high. I hope that that's better. I hope I did it better. Okay. Sorry. I don't know if I did that good or bad. And is this on my mic? See, technical difficulties. It wasn't even on my mic. Okay, now we're on my mic. The audio should have just changed. Okay, let's get back to this. So, what if your phone could fund your next vacation or even your dream trip without clocking in or being glued to a screen? I'm serious. People over 50 are using the simple system to earn from home, and some are using it to travel more. I personally am working from home. Um, Travel more to see family or just live life on their terms. I should have just finished off with that. Okay, don't mind my Christmas clock. Turn your phone into travel fund at 50. No experience needed because this isn't a beginner program. Now, let me share this with you. That's okay. This is an income disclaimer. So the information and strategies provided in this video are for educational purposes only and should not be considered a guarantee of financial success. That would be silly. I really don't understand why I got to do this, but we're doing it anyways because we need to. So this is a business. This is my business. It would be your business. There is no guarantee. It's a business. Okay, let me move along and let's read these. Let's go forward with this. Okay. So I'm Digital Granny, in case you don't know. I used to work 40 plus hours doing the dash. I was going to put a picture here of me doing the dash. And I was like, you know what? It's the road. I was on the road. I was living on the road, which is just delivering food just to keep the roof over our heads. Because all I was doing was paying the rent and putting the gas in the car. And if you know, you know. Then in one day I lost both. I lose. Then in one day I lose. See, not I lost both my truck and my job. The transmission went on my beloved black Suburban, and there I was stuck. Okay. I'm a homeschooling mom who needed a way to work from home, and God answered my prayers and brought me this. Now I have the freedom to work anywhere in the world from my phone. Okay. Most of us, if you have any questions, you can just drop them in the comments or you can email me. If you go to Granny's Getting Paid right here, as you can see right here, if you put your email in there, you will receive the blueprint that's scrolling across the bottom. It says, be sure to grab my free blueprint. Well, the blueprint's free. Anybody can grab that. Once you grab that, though, you're in my email. You'll have my email. So you can just reply back and ask me any questions you have. Most of us were told the only way to make money is to trade time for it. Were you brought up like that? Because that's how I was brought up. You got to trade your time for dollars. So if the 40 hours isn't enough, and for a lot of mamas, okay, a lot of single moms, maybe even single dads, it is not enough. And that's where I was. It wasn't enough. But that doesn't work when you're over 50 and want to travel and need to work from home or have family to take care of. That 9 to 5 doesn't work for a lot of us, actually. You deserve more time for you, not just more work. Can I get a what? What? No, seriously. I think we have all put in a lot of time in our lives towards work. Why don't we learn how to work smarter and not harder, especially in this age that we call the digital age? That's why I love automation. It lets your business run even when you're not working, giving you time freedom back. That is important. I should make me a little smaller maybe. Okay, well, this screen's okay. So what are we doing? I'm going to give you the rundown. We're working 2 hours a day from our phones in the pockets of our day. You need to put aside more time because you're going to learn some high income earning skills called marketing skills. If you don't know what that is, basically it's learning how to create content, but learning the skills to create the content. So I do a 7-second video. I'll give you a sample of a 7 and a 1. This is a 7-second video, something that I might do. Okay. I would grab my phone. Let's make me bigger for a second so we're not competing against this. This is literally what I do. I would hit this. Smile, nod, I don't know, wave a little bit, do something in there so there's some movement in the video. And then I would hit, I would put some text on the screen, and then I would pick a popular song and I would hit post. 7 seconds, guys. This is not rocket science. We learn these skills and we create content. So here is a good example of a 1-minute video that I might do for somebody that I might do, okay, in my content. I might go, I'm going to pretend to hit record. Yeah, I was a skeptic too. Hi, my name is Paula, mama of 5, 3 homeschoolers and 2 adults. I used to do the dash and I was praying to God, asking him for a way. This girl pops up on social media talking about God, homeschooling, and making boatloads. And I did what many of you would do, is scroll. And I scrolled. I made a mistake that day. 2 days later, she popped back up and I asked her these 3 questions. Can I work from home? She said, yes. I said, do I need a degree? She said, no. And I said, okay, great. Do I have to pick up a phone? She said, no. Long story short, because this is a really short video, I make 100% on 100, 300, 600, and 900. And I do this in the pockets of my day. I love what I do and I love who it's for. Grab the free blueprint in my profile, drop your email into my website, wait 5 minutes, go check your promo and trash folder, make sure it didn't go there. And then if you have any questions, let me know. That would be it. That's it. That is a 1-minute video. This is not rocket science, guys. So let me share that. Let's get back to the 2 hours. Did I remove it? Oh, no, I didn't. Okay, there we go. So let me make myself a little bit bigger. So 1 hour, 3 pieces of content. I just showed you the 7-second video. You could do a 35-second video. You could do a 1 minute. 3 videos. Choose your social media platform. One platform, it works on all platforms. Half-hour posting free ads. What is that? It's just a classified ad. We have 200 high traffic websites in our program. Choose some of them. Start posting. Your ad is just going to be like a really short ad, and you'll learn how to do that in the program. The last half hour, responding to comments and emails. That doesn't take me no half hour. I'm just saying, doesn't take a half hour. This is like an hour for 3 pieces of content. There is no way that it's going to take you more than that. And if it is, then we need to talk because I can do it in probably 15, 20 minutes. I just showed you 2. I just did 2 within, I don't even know. What was that? Maybe 2 minutes. So yes, you can. And in the beginning, that gives you lots of time too. So that's what we do. We make content. This is not, like I said, it's not difficult. Okay, so these are just some, let me make myself go away for a second. So I just shared one of mine, an $1,800 Saturday morning. That's 2 of our number 1 selling program. Okay, so we can do this. We can share wins in our community. Christina said 4,500 week on vacation. Being just a regular stay-at-home mom, making money this way is mind-blowing. We're on vacation for 6 days in Gulf Shores. So Belinda said 18 on a lazy weekend. Look, we both had an 18, which is crazy. God is good. On my way, guys. Made 1,800 on a very relaxing Friday. Still pinching myself. So we can share screenshots, okay, inside of our community. We can share these and we can put them in our content. Okay. Now I block out the last names and the pictures because you know what? I just think it's the right thing to do. We need to block them out. Not everybody blocks them out, and that's okay. I just do it So that's really up to you. So why did I say most? I don't know why I said most, but let's go on. I never said you had to be perfect. By the way, you don't have to be perfect. I don't know why I put most there. But, anyways, let's clear up a few myths about making money online at 50 plus. Now, if you're watching this and you're under 50, it's okay. It's just I'm letting the 50 plus know that we can do this. Okay. So, myth number one, you need to be tech savvy. No, you don't. Not in this. This is made for beginners. Plug and play is what we call it. The training walks you through every step. It's a step-by-step program. So myth number two, you need a big following. That's another baloney. Okay. There are 5 billion social media users, and it only takes one person to become a customer. Now, it's about building connections. Okay. That's what it's about. It's about building connections. And I'm not sure what happened to my number 3. Number 3 is gone. It's on my slide, but it's not here, which is weird. But I'll read it to you because it should have made it from there to here. Myth number 3, you need to work all day. We don't. We focus on mastering a 2-hour workday. That's on one platform. If you choose to add another platform later on in your journey, in your business, you can do that. I'm on 2, and I choose to be on YouTube. I love YouTube. But if you want to be on TikTok, like I am too, for different reasons, then you can add a little bit more time. Okay. So this is about mastering that 2-hour workday, and then put aside a little bit of time for learning, and let your system, because we have an automated system, let your system do all the heavy lifting. That's what we call it, heavy lifting, the selling. Now let's see where we're at. So here's what makes this business different. It's what I call it a business in a box, ready for you to plug in and start. You'll get an automated system. See this little girl and guy here? Should I make myself smaller again? Just a little bit. So this guy and girl here, this is what we call a landing page. When people put their email in there, they're going to see a video from the founder. Now, because I make money and I've been doing this for a year and 4 months, it's actually me and not the founder. But on mine, on yours, this is how I started too. So I had the guy and the girl put your email in, see a video from the founder, and then the next video, there's a video inside of our email list. We are building an email list. The average is one out of 20 people that go in this system, they get started. Our number one selling program is that program called Legacy Builders 2.0. That is a $900 program. Digital Mastery is $600. Passive Daily Pay is $300, and the Launch Pad is $1. And it even put it up a little too high. Sorry, but when I bring in this presentation into my StreamYard, sometimes it I don't know what happens. It glitches, I guess. But anyways, for the most part, it's good. I love it. So this is a program in the digital space. These are digital programs. We access these. We learn the skills called digital marketing skills, and we learn how to create that content, those 3 pieces of content. That's what we're doing. 1 out of 20 people will purchase. When they're in your automations, when they're in your system, when they're in your email list, 1 out of 20, the average is 1 out of 20 will actually get started. Okay. Now, the other ones, they're either going to unsubscribe, or they might very well purchase whatever you're an affiliate for. So when you get into this program, you get to learn about affiliate marketing the smart way. So instead of like TT Shop, they have to create I don't know what it is, 10 videos on one product to make 25 cents or whatever. We make 100% profit on 4 different programs. Now, to do affiliate marketing the smart way, I would take this and I would drop this into my description on maybe my video right here, or inside of one of my emails. If I was an affiliate for this, I wouldn't talk about it. I wouldn't create videos for it. I would just drop it into one of my emails. And you know what happens? I'll tell you what happens. If somebody sees this and they're like, oh man, I needed markers, I'm just going to get it right now before I forget again. They're just going to purchase, you make a sale, or I make a sale. And then that is truly the smartest way to do affiliate marketing. We're not adding, one of the things I love about the founder is we're not adding time to our lives. We don't want to add, we want to not, I said that the wrong way. No, I didn't. We don't want to add more time of doing things. We want to get time back. And the founder is time, what's the word? Conscious? Yes, because we learn how to work smarter and not harder. So when we talk about learning how to do affiliate marketing the smart way, you want to do it the smart way. You don't want to sit trying to make 25 cents on this. So promote the high price point in demand digital programs, which is what we have. I have 4 of them, and forget the small stuff, but do it. If you're going to do it, learn how to do it smart by sliding it into a description or putting it into an email. That's how you do it smart. Now, I spent a little too much time on that, but that's okay. So what happens? We get to be a part of a community. Right now we're at 57,000. This is just a screenshot so that you can see every single day, this 90 days to customers. That's what we're doing right now. Every single day, she gives us a daily video, daily direction, daily help. We are part of this main community here. Okay. So we get our program, we get access to our program, plus we get to be in this main community. For those that purchase the legacy, let me back up this program right here. I like my little, sometimes I like to do this because you can see it bigger. I have 4 programs, 9, 6, 3, and 1. There's a one-time website fee of $39. One time. I should have added that in, but I didn't. No monthly fees, because there is no monthly fees for that community. Let's go back over here for a second. So there's no fees for this monthly community. Now, every single day she gives us a video. Every single week. People that start with Legacy 2.0, the ones that purchase the Legacy program, they get to be in the exclusive training done by the founder. Every single Monday, she does the training, and I don't miss that. Now, for everybody else that chooses the other programs, we have training every Thursday. For me personally, now so you choose a program and you pay a one-time website fee. The program has plans. So there are plans. The 900 is, there is a plan with Klarna, 56 per month, and then the one-time website fee. Now let me get rid of this, because not only are you part of the main community, but you get to be a part of mine. And I thought I did a screenshot. I did, but I'm not. Okay, it's later. So right now, then, I want you to close your eyes and imagine this. Imagine you're driving down a quiet mountain road, winds down, coffee in hand, no rush to be anywhere. This is living, okay? You're free. The notifications on your phone, they're not from a boss or a deadline. They're from your business. Man, let me tell you something. Sorry. Man, because it's different. When you look at your phone and you're like, 900, 1800, like whatever, 600, 300, 100% goes to you. Let me tell you, it's different. It is something that I can't explain it. When I got my very first customer in the morning, I woke up on a Sunday morning, 4:30 in the morning. He purchased, didn't even know who he was. This is what happens when you have an automated business. People are able to watch like this live. You can watch this anytime, day or night, anywhere in the world. And if somebody is interested, then they're going to get started. They don't have to wait for me. We don't have to wait for each other and go, hey, can I get on a phone call? Do I need to slide into DMs? Do I have to chase people? We don't do that. We don't bother friends and family. We don't do that. This is called attraction marketing. So let me get back to this. This is what it feels like when your work fits into your life. For me, that is priceless. Because as a busy homeschooling mom, I needed something that fits into my life, not the other way around. So maybe it's taking that long drive you've always dreamed of, visiting your grandkids across the country, or just saying yes to peace. It's a big deal. Freedom and life again. That's the power of building something automated. It gives you your time and your joy back. Very, very important. I know you guys can't read that as clear. That's why I'm reading it on the other one. So my number one selling program is the Legacy 2.0. And I want you to understand there's a big difference between promoting a marker and promoting an educational program. These are educational programs. I purchased a one-time program. This right here, these actually total, that's $1,900 worth of programs if we were to purchase them individually, 9, 6, 3, and 1. So what we're actually getting is all of them for 900. One program for 900. Our number one selling program is 900. 12 customers times 9 is 10,800. That's only 3 customers a week. I would much rather promote something where I get 100% and it's in demand and it's high price point than try to sell. If I was going to get $1 on one of these, I don't want to go find 300 customers. I don't want to go try to market a marker to 300 customers so that I could hit 9. 300? No, it'd be 900. That's even worse. I'm thinking of my $3 product, 300 times 3. So if this was 1, it would be 900 customers. I don't want to do that. I don't know about you, but that's a lot of customers. Even my $3, I think I was using that for an example before. The $3 product, because I have 2 e-shops. Okay. I don't know if I'm allowed to say it on here, but 2 e-shops. And on those e-shops, I have like $2, $3, $4 products. So if I wanted to hit 900, I would need 300 customers of that $3 product, right? That's crazy. So this is so much better in many different ways. Now, if you chose to get started, these are the bonuses that you get. Now, let me make it bigger for a minute. Community builders training. I did that. That's why I have my own community. Canva crash course is in there. I didn't do that. My first or her first 1,017,000. That is actually the founder. Okay. She walks us through that. There is a 30-day market strategy growth plan, but there is a 30-day momentum map, which I actually think is better than that. And that's inside the program as well. And there's an invisible empire. So if you wanted to do it faceless, there is that training. I will tell you this. I'm not a big fan of faceless, but it's there. Okay. 200 digital product ideas. If you wanted to make your own product, that's there. All right. Now, this is my community. So not only when I started, I had the program, I purchased a program, and I got my community, the main community. I'm part of the main community. But in this, I learned how to make my own program. So you get to be a part of my program. When you purchase from me, you get to be in my private community. I do a Zoom every Thursday. You can direct message me. You see there's a little bubble up here. That's direct messaging. You can message me. You can email me. I do that Zoom. I invite you to go in that, ask me any questions in a live Zoom. If you're like, man, I want to get started. Okay. I'm at 23 minutes. So I am going to let you listen to a quick little video of one of our people inside of this community. Okay. I'm actually going to let you listen to part of Tim's story.
This is incredible. Okay. Like when I listen to these stories, and I've been in the online space, and I'll tell you my story in about 30 seconds. It's real simple. But to listen to all these ladies, it is absolutely inspiring for a guy like me, because you guys have given me hope. You have led by example in the leadership. You know, you have Celine putting this all together. That is amazing. You have Marianne that is living in an RV. She's from Wisconsin, right? You know, in her 50s or 60s, and she's a Green Bay fan, Packers fan. It gets better and better every moment of our day. And yes, there's an underlining message with that. But if you're a Dallas fan, you know exactly what I'm talking about. My name is Tim. I'm a dad of 5 amazing kids, and I mean, they are absolutely amazing. But I got to tell you something. I worked corporate America. My story, what I'm about to tell you, is nothing like anything you've heard from anything you have heard to this point. I literally did a corporate job. I worked at a very, very large big box retail company, and I helped that company go from, my job was to help that company go from 300 retail stores to over 1,000, and we took it to 5 different countries. So I'm as corporate as it gets. I live in California. I live in this great, beautiful place in California, on a beautiful golf course that I never golfed on for years. My role, and this is my schedule, for between 7 and 5 years, was I'd leave my house Monday morning, get on a plane by 7 in the morning, and I was flying all throughout the United States. Didn't know really kind of per se where I was going per se. And then I would be back home, flying home, being back in California from wherever I was in the United States at about between 1 and 1:45 p.m. But my day didn't end there. I actually had to go to my corporate office, which was here in Fullerton, California, which is about 20 minutes away from the airport. I still wasn't even going home. I always say to everyone in my world, my wife is my queen, because of the simple fact that we've been married 35 years, September 16th, and she was the woman that kept everything together, with my faith, of course. She's an incredible woman that somehow she dealt with my crazy butt, but she knew that we were doing everything what we were supposed to do to raise our family, raise our kids. Kids went to college. I made multiple 6 figures in my corporate world, but I had no time. There's a lot of you guys and mamas out there that I get you, I feel you, but that was my only avenue. I didn't know about the online space. I had no clue, and I can't put it all together. I can't put the pieces together. I had a rude awakening. All the sacrifices that I did, all the baseball games that I missed, all the softball games where my kids were really pissed off at me for not showing up. Hey, I'll be there, and not able to be there and be present because I was on a cell phone. I will tell you that the more I even think about it, I get chills even now. Like, I'm just kind of like, damn, I can't believe I missed it. There are moments you don't get it. I think people don't get it until you maybe get to 58 and near 60. You really don't know what the priority is. We are sold on a dream where we have to go to work and go to jobs. I get all that. And I get that I've been blessed and grateful to have the finances to pay for my kids to go to college and have no debt when they get out of college. And I'm very fortunate. So I knew that was my job as a father. We're raised to sit down, shut up, and listen, or you're going to get hurt from your parents or your uncles with 6 brothers and sisters. You're fighting for the food at the plate. All this stuff that comes along with life. That's how we're raised. It means nothing. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. It means nothing. The time that you're missing, the sacrifices that you're making, I think it's just different now. I have made more money in less time. I made more money. I'm going to be a million. I always say this. Making 6 figures is easy. You just don't know the skills yet. That's all it is. You go to jobs you hate. And then you come home and you download on your kids, because that was me. I know you know these stories. I know you do. But 25 years in, they came into my office and they said, my role has been eliminated. You were talking to a guy like that lived, breathed, and just was, I knew my job. I was very good at it. And holy crap, they came in there and says, 2 young ladies came in and read a paper to me and said, my role has been eliminated. And said I had to make a decision within 30 minutes of what I was going to do. I've been with you for 25 years, and when you asked me what to do, I did it. Are you out of your effing mind? Excuse the phrase. So when you think whatever job you're at and whatever you're doing, you may love, and you do it for not the price you should be paid, I want you to know something. In all of my bottom of my heart, they really don't care. It's what can you do for them lately? And be very clear on that. There's a lot of you that are very good at what you do. You just don't know the skills yet. Now, I'm going to fast forward this. Trust me. Michelle knows I can stay on here for a while. But, right? Celine's even laughing at that one. She's like, I know. But I will be on it. I will say it this way. It gets to be a peace. The last couple of days, I've had a moment where I've had a calmness and a peaceness that I really can explain to you. But yet I can't put it into words for you, because it's that peace that you wake up. When you're in a place where whether you pray, you meditate, but there is no worry. And I know Michelle's had these moments. I guarantee she's had the people that have made six figures. They're in their $500,000. They're close to $1 million. I mean, there's a lot of people. You get to a point where everything's calm. Everything slows down for you. I have been in those moments more times than I can possibly tell you. I live in a great place in California. I golf almost every day. I smoke 3 to 4 cigars on the golf course because I can't smoke them in my damn house. I am not a king in my home. If anybody has daughters and a wife, you know. I drink 2 vodka martinis at the club with 3 blue cheese olives, and my grandbabies come into the club. They run in there. They take over the TV at the golf club, and you see a bunch of old farts around me going, whose kids are those running around in our club? And I'm like, I don't care. They're mine. What are you going to do to me? I'm 6'3", 260. What are you going to do? But my point is this. There's a quality that you're sitting there and you're just enjoying your time. Yes, the money's great. But to a 58-year-old pop-up, you can't just put it into words. So if you are backs against the wall, I just did a live this morning and I had Christina Bell on, and pick your heart. Just pick your heart. It's hard waking up in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning, getting on a plane, trying to figure it all out. It's hard to be in a place where you don't want to work anymore, and you're getting paid because you know it's just pay the bill. Was this hard in the beginning? I want to say it was different. It was just different than I used to make money. It's just different from us, right? You know, if you're in your 60s, 70s, 80s, I have a lady that's 82 years old that is going to be she's going to make $50,000 within 9 months. And she does not go live. She's hysterical. I'm doing an interview for her and on my YouTube channel, but I'm just telling you, all because of this business. You're just not around the right people yet. And when you get around different people like us, and we are different, but we're very blessed and we're very grateful. I will say this to you. There is a craziness that you're going to get involved in that everyone really gives a shit. Sorry to say that, but it's true. We're going to have fun with each other's football teams. That Dallas has an opportunity to get better. We know that. Green Bay is going to do a great job. Where's Mary Ann? We're going to do a great job this weekend. Mary from Wisconsin. And we can love on each other, have a good time. We can just love on our faith and just have greatness. I don't care where you are. If your back's against a wall, I'm glad you're here. Move forward. I have yet to even get through this whole program, and it still keeps growing and getting better. And I made no money for the first 4 months of my business. I just knew this is where I needed to be in a crazy way. So I don't know where you are in life. I don't know what decisions you need to make to move forward. But if you don't have money, great. If you have money, great. If you just want time, just take this opportunity and look at all the faces that you spoke to today and heard. Everybody's story is different. Everyone is. There's one thing that we did do. These were non-negotiable systems and processes that are already proven. This is just a non-negotiable. We spend 1 to 2 hours, maybe 3 hours a day. We do. And we move our ass because this is for us and our families, period.
Okay. So I kind of cut that off a little bit short, but we can share. He's talking about Michelle. Michelle is our founder. Okay. So it's gone over a little bit. I don't want to have my videos too long. So he is one of our 6-figure income earners, and I like to share the videos sometimes, as well as sometimes screenshots. So when I had a little bit more time, I was like, okay, we'll share one of those. Guys do this, as you see. Girls do this, 18 to 80 plus. So it's a beginner friendly program. It is a real legit business that we are building here. And if you want to get started, This is how you would get started. You would go to Granny's Getting Paid, and it's going to look like this screenshot. Let me get myself out for a second so you can see it. So it says grab the free blueprint. You just click on the blue button, and you have to put your email in. Then another video of me is going to pop up, and you can click on the pink button, and it takes you directly to my website. And then inside of there, you'll see the payment plans, and you can choose. Now, if you choose something like Klarna, I just want you to know it looks like 424 payments of 225, I believe, but that's not it. There's a learn more. Just click on the learn more. It should be about 56 per month. I had somebody start not too long ago and they said it was 60, but I don't know. Maybe it was because she's in a different state. The plans are available all over the US. You can do this from anywhere in the world. Like you can do this. If you're from Jamaica, you can do it. It doesn't matter where you're from. Here's the thing. The plans may or may not be available where you are. For sure in the US, we have plans. If you have any questions, you can always reach out to me. If you try to get started and you have a hiccup for whatever reason, just message me and I'll do my best to help you, okay? Now let's carry on. I just wanted to say thank you for joining me. Like I said, I don't want to keep these too long. And what's the first place, because this is focused on getting our time back, right? What's the first place you'd take your family if money and time weren't an issue? You guys can drop it in the comments now. You can drop it in the comments on a replay. I look forward to reading them because I like to see, where do you want to go? Where would you go? A lot of people I know of, it could be something simply as traveling across the states to go visit grandchildren. So maybe that's you. Drop it in the comments. Doesn't have to be like, a trip to Greece or a trip to Italy, although those do sound very inviting and that would be on my bucket list. Okay. So anyways, I thank you guys for joining me today. Thank you for your time. I appreciate you. If you have any questions, let me know. And like I said, if you get started with me, you get to be in my community and I do a Zoom every single week. If you get started, if you happen to see this, we do have that meeting on Monday. I don't know when you're going to see this though, so I shouldn't say anything, but you could be in there on Monday. Anyways, God bless you and have a wonderful weekend. Thank you for joining me and watching. Bye.